Um, I don't know how to open this.
Joe, what opening could we possibly give that would do justice to a movie this bad?
We've really hit a new low with this movie. Alright, let's just dive right into it.
Honey, I could do anything as long as I was with you.
Swamp Woman is about a gang of chicks who break out of prison to fight over a stash of diamonds and a handsome dude they took hostage. Roger Corman directed this. I think that's pretty much all that needs to be said.
This is the greatest piece of cinematic art I have ever seen in my life.
This movie had very high production value.
You mean like with the like stock footage they borrowed from the Nature Channel of like random birds flying and alligators crawling into the water?
They have an alligator attack sequence at one point in this movie where some of the shots are of a woman very obviously in a swimming pool. You can see the blue lines on the bottom, and then all of a sudden they'll cut to stock footage of a shark, and then they'll cut to some other footage they have of a guy in an actual...
You mean an alligator.
What did I say?
You said a shark.
And then this guy is wrestling with a rubber alligator. It's so great. You can tell that they didn't shoot enough footage for an entire movie here either, because the movie opens up in New Orleans with a Mardi Gras parade.
Mm-hmm.
But they linger on these long shots of the parade that serve no purpose in the movie, other than just to fill up film.
Here's what I think happened. I think that somebody on the crew took their family to a Mardi Gras parade, and then they're like, oh, I'll have my camera with me. Let me film this Mardi Gras parade. And then they're just like, oh, we don't have enough footage to make this a full-length movie. Let me see what I got. Oh, here's that footage of a Mardi Gras parade.
The beginning of the Crew of Rex.
The crew?
Yeah, they're the clubs that conduct the carnival.
Why do these movies sell? Because they're super cheap to make. No talent behind it whatsoever. The characters are paper thin. Obviously, they're exploitation movies at its finest.
Joe, I think I know why in 1950 all the 15-year-old guys went to see this movie.
Hey, you! Get out of here! Beat it!
Nice morning for a swim.
Why did he stick to making these kind of low-budget exploitation films that don't quite cross the line, but they get racy enough?
I guess these are the types of movies that, 15-year-old boys could tell their moms, oh, it's a crime drama, Mom!
It's a science fiction movie. This is probably the most extreme example of a woman who's like, oh, you're so handsome and strong.
I almost think that Roger Corman was making fun of that stereotype with her because she was so over the top, even for 1950s women.
Bob, honey, you're just so strong and big and brave. I don't know what I'd do without you.
And the guy...
Enjoy yourself.
What's for dessert?
He literally has no personality. So
No personality.
He and his girlfriend get kidnapped by these escaped women criminals, and he's just kind of like doesn't even care. He's just sitting there tied up in the boat, and his girlfriend's like, oh my gosh, save me, or whatever. And then his girlfriend gets eaten by alligators. and he doesn't even care. He starts, like, flirting with the other women. I mean, this guy literally, like, this coaster has more personality than that guy.
I don't want to kill you. I really don't want to kill you.
See, when this movie first started, right, we go into this police station and there's a woman cop, which is something you never would see in a 50s movie. So I was like, oh, well, that's pretty cool. And then her boss is talking to her. He's like, okay, so you have to go into prison with these women and we're gonna let you guys escape so that they can lead you to the location of these stolen diamonds. So you have to pretend to be a criminal. And I thought, man, that's pretty cool. That's not something you see in these 50s movies very often. And then they cut their jeans into basically like denim underwear.
It's like the first thing they do.
Think about this, okay? Leeches and mosquitoes.
That's what I was thinking about. I was like, so you're not planning on wading through water anytime soon, right?
Oh, this stinking swamp water stinks. Why don't you two stop griping and get to work?
This movie had a really creepy opening credit sequence, by the way. I don't know what was up with that.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
When you started watching it, I was like, do we want to be watching this movie? Like, what is on there? But then it goes into this lighthearted, a ditzy crime action. Blah. I think Roger Corman is a genius in the way that he portrayed this guy as an emotionless, characterless, blank slate. Because that is exactly what he's supposed to be. That way any 13-year-old guy watching this movie can immediately say, hey, that's me! I'm that guy being captured by beautiful women and they're all swooning over. Because if he had any character, if he did any action or anything at all, that immediately take away from the fact that these young guys want to be this character, and they'll be like, oh, I can't relate with him anymore. So he has to be as bland as possible. Maybe Roger Corman's a genius. I'm starting to think. He's a scumbaggy filmmaking genius.
Let's talk about the woman getting stabbed with the spear. After they get the diamonds, one of the ladies is like, I want all the diamonds to myself, and I want the hunky man to myself. And she sneaks up to the guy who's sitting there, and she's like, come with me. And he's like, okay. And then the other ladies wake up and they're like, oh no, she took our guns. If she sees us, she'll kill us. And then the lady with the spear, she's like, bam. And she's like, ugh! Like she's obviously just like holding the spear in her lap. And then and then a snake comes up and is about to kill her guy. So as she's dying with the spear, I can't believe what's coming out of my mouth right now. So as she's dying with the spear in her belly, she's like, takes out a gun and kills the snake. And then they decide to get all deep with it. And they're like, she spent her whole life killing. The last thing she did was save a life.
They try to give her character. They try to make her a real person.
Funny thing, she always wanted to kill anything, and the last thing she did was save his life.
That genuinely surprised me that they decided to throw that into the movie. Because up until this point, this movie has been nothing but fan service. And all of a sudden, in about 30 seconds, it tries to pull off some sort of characterization where they have something other than their sex appeal. And I'm like, no movie, it's too late for that. It's really too late for that.
I'll stand by.
Let's go.
I found this movie very entertaining. It was stupid. It objectified everyone in it. It was terrible. I have to say, it was nice seeing a man get punched out cold by a woman in a 50s movie. It was nice to see someone running out of bullets, so I'll give it 2 points for it, and let's see, 98 points against it for everything else. If you are on an airplane, watch this movie. If you are stuck someplace with nothing else to do, watch this movie. It won't kill you.
I am going to not recommend this movie, despite kind of how fun it was to watch at times, because I think I got the same amount of enjoyment, if not more, out of the Killer Shrews than this one. And despite all the flaws that one had, it wasn't Swamp Woman. Although, I mean, if you like seeing, gals in short shorts slap each other around for an hour. No, it's right that. If you like seeing that kind of thing, don't watch this movie, please.
What are you encouraging, Joe?
Read, what do we have there here? Read The Count of Monte Cristo. I haven't read this book yet.
Read John
No,
Carter.
don't tell them to read John Carter. They'll make it worse. So, that was our movie. If you want to find out about better movies to watch, check out some of our other videos below. And if you... I'm sorry, I'm still blanking.
Maybe you should just turn off YouTube and go read a book.
Go read The Count of Monte Cristo.
If you've got,
I've heard it's a good book.
yeah. If you've got, a month to stay off YouTube or something, just read The Count of Monte Cristo.
Go outside. It's still... Go pumpkin patch picking, right? It's October.
Yeah.
I get a jack-o'-lantern for Halloween.
Detox your brain.
Halloween. I'm really looking forward to our Halloween special.
What? This will be the 3rd time you've made me watch this movie, Joe.
Tune in 2 weeks. Will be another episode of Cinemadrome.
I don't know why I married you, because since I married you, you've made me watch 2001: A Space Odyssey 4 times. You've made me watch this crappy Halloween movie 3 times.
Next episode of Cinemadrome, we're talking about the greatest movie of all time in our Cinemadrome Halloween special.
Someone please save me.
I'm so excited.